What's up, YouTube? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. I am excited to check this out. I was hoping I could check it out yesterday, but there's a lot of viruses going around our household. It is one of the downsides of moving here and being so close to like so much family. There's just that many more people that we're interacting with on a regular basis. And somebody's sick somewhere. So it's like I recover from something, I get sick. My wife gets sick, I survive. And then as she's getting better, I get sick. And my son is sick pretty much every other week, which I'm sure any other parents out there probably experience as well. But it is what it is. I'm here today. Check this out. This is called Mount Rushmore. And this is Ghetts, who we are a huge fan of on the channel. This is Wretch32, who we are a huge fan of on the channel. And Kano, who I'm not sure if we've heard on the channel. I would have to look through and search my channel to see, but I'm pretty sure we haven't heard Kano on the channel. So I'm excited to check this out. Obviously, we checked out the new Skepta track yesterday, which was dope. It was a vibe. But yeah, let's check this out, see what we got. And then I'm hoping that I want to try to do the album. But anyways, before I make any promises that I regret, I'm going to stop talking about it and let's get into this.
Storm cloud rising.
Storm.
Let's go.
Mama, know you cringe.
By the way, sorry, I'm gonna pull this back. I know he was just about to start, but this is the live version, so I'm excited to check this out.
Mama, know you cringe when I make out like we was poor. Like I only had a meal or two when it's really 3 or 4. You man done the West, my Feeney Shakur. Sons hardly live with dads, but who's needed more? Dad, I know you.
Yo, that was hard. He's praising his mom right off the rip. He's talking about. I mean, that was dope. That was dope. Because we as humans have a tendency of doing this. We dabble in hyperbole, especially when we try to reminisce on hard times. I've definitely caught myself doing this. So that was dope, him doing that right there. And then shout out to Donda West, Afeni Shakur. So he's mentioning mothers of other famous artists.
Like we was poor. Like I only had a meal or two when it's really 3 or 4. You man done the West, my Feeney Shakur. Sons hardly live with dads, but who's needed more? Dad, I know you cringe when I make out like you weren't there. Like I only ever saw you Christmases and New Year. Men will be men, what I witness ain't too rare. You hear? You still my nigga if you care. Yeah, Granny probably watching over me in disbelief. Disappointed in me every time she see me. You know the saying, practice makes perfect. Well, I'll be perfect if I practice what I preached. It was like a TOC.
That was clever. That was clever. The line itself was dope. I'd be perfect if I practiced what I preach. But the way he said it, he dragged out, dragged out. He was dragging out the first part of perfect, purr, which sounds like the word purr, right? Like a cat purrs. And then when he started saying, when you practice what you preach, he started rolling his R's, which sounds like a purr that a cat would do, right? That was dope.
Disappointed in me every time she see me. You know the saying, practice makes perfect. Well, I'll be perfect if I practice what I preached. It was like a TOC that made me creep, yeah. It was a sister with a voice that made me weak, yeah. It was a child of destiny who made me free. I couldn't stop the sugar babes, it made me sweet. Have you ever picked a rose?
He's shouting out different people in music right there. Destiny's Child. I think he said TLC. Creep.
Yeah, it was a sister with a voice that made me weak. Yeah, it was a child of destiny who made me free. I couldn't stop the sugar babes, it made me sweet. Have you ever picked a rose just to analyze the thorns? Have you ever played chess just to sacrifice the pawns? I seen the devil in the flesh and tried to grab him by the horns. It's been death after death without having time to mourn. Have you ever been in hell when...
Yo, he's going hard right now. And even some of the stuff that he said, by the way, all those plays on the musical groups or artists also had double meanings where like the lines worked on their own without the musical references. So that was super sick. But he just said, have you ever picked a rose to analyze the thorns? Have you ever played chess to sacrifice the pawns? He's saying like there's the way that everybody else operates, and then there's the I'm different. Right? So everyone's like, oh, the rose is beautiful. Look at the petals. But like, have you really looked at the thorns? And then chess. Like, I would say novice players are kind of like afraid to lose a piece. They want to protect everything. The better you are, the more willing you are to sacrifice pieces for the long play or for like the, 4 or 5 moves ahead that you're thinking. So that was really dope.
Grabbing by the horn. Whoever played chess just to sacrifice the pawns. I seen the devil in the flesh and tried to grab him by the horns. It's been death after death without having time to mourn.
Crazy.
Have you ever been in hell when given paradise a thought and felt paralyzed when trying to push the man inside forward? Growing up, all my brothers wanted to be filthy rich. We went to gym, I got a sanitized fortune. I got brothers with spare time watching the clocks. I know trappers turn traders watching the stocks. Dumb bitches with smartphones as common as dogs. I see them gentrify the ends, demolish the blocks, and then televise events you can watch from your spot.
Yo, okay, he's going crazy right now. What he did there, he switched the flow, kind of a more smooth delivery here, but really with the complex rhyme schemes, multi-syllable. And he's talking, man. He's talking about some stuff. Let me pull this back here.
A sanitized fortune. I got brothers with spare time watching the clocks. I know
I got brothers with spare time watching the clocks. That was
turn
dope.
traders watching the stocks.
Trappers turn traders watching the stocks.
Dumb bitches with smartphones as common as dogs. I see them gentrify the ends, demolish the blocks, and then
I seen them gentrify the ends, demolish the blocks.
televise events you can watch from your spot. Hard to recognize my friend when he forgot who he was. I said, how can I depend on any plot that's been lost? Every night I just repent and pray God isn't gone. I'm from the bad blocks, shooting, stabbings, crack spots. If Bro and them can't find your team, they'll shoot the mascot. You pussies can't walk in my shoes, man. I Sasquatch, you ain't never bet on yourself and hit the jackpot.
Man can't walk in my shoes. Sasquatch. Bro, he's going crazy. And I know there's lines that I probably could have highlighted more than I already have. But as you guys know, when it comes to Ghetts, I must confess, I am out of my depths. I do my best.
Drop 60 on 2 wells, this kettle Cameron. It's already tripled itself. Shh.
Wait.
Drop 60 on 2 wells, this kettle Cameron. It's already tripled itself. Shh. I grew up where the who was there. Question never gets the truth, you dare. Talking in a station wasn't cool unless it's cool fam. Talking about the flavors, deja vu. Going the coolest there. Who knew that all this pain up in one room would make us fortunaires? So many artists backs the wall, it's like
That was dope because in order to maintain the sanctity of the rhyme scheme that he was on, he couldn't say millionaire. It wouldn't work. He had to go with fortunaires. That was dope.
talking in a station wasn't cool unless it's cool fam. Talking about the flavors, deja vu. Going the coolest there. Who knew that all this pain up in one room would make us fortunaires? So many artists backs the wall, it's like the Louvre in here.
So many artists back on the wall. It's like the Louvre in here. The Louvre, the museum, art is on the wall, but artists, like the rappers, their backs are against the wall. Art's back is against the wall because it's hanging against the wall. That was dope.
Make us fortunaires. So many artists backs the wall, it's like the Louvre in here. You can swim or you can snorkel here. Sinking ain't an option round this ruthless sphere. You grew up square. If I knock your turkey teeth out, bet.
Yo, this dude's nice. He just said you can swim or you could snorkel here. Drown. I think he said sinking isn't an option in this ruthless sphere. The earth, ruthless sphere. Life is a bee. It's not going to give you a chance. You got to keep your head on a swivel. You got to keep moving. Otherwise, life will beat you down. That's crazy. That was dope.
Yeah, sinking ain't an option round this ruthless sphere. You grew up square. If I knock your turkey teeth out, bet your lawyers want a souvenir. I got some readies in my pocket.
That one's not going past me. I knock your teeth out or something like that, he said. your lawyers will want to sue veneer, like veneers, like you get veneers put in if you lose your teeth. Sue veneers, but souvenir, something to remember by. Yo. Sue, like I'm gonna sue you with my lawyers, and they'll sue you for veneers so that you can get veneers.
You can swim or you can snorkel here. Sinking ain't an option round this ruthless sphere. You grew up square. If I knock your turkey teeth out, bet your lawyers want a souvenir. I got some readies in my pocket. Worked to Daniel Compton, got some skellies in my closet. Between telling and the touring, no you smell on me as profit. The only thing we're promised is we'll end up in the coffin. Hope you stood for something or for.
Only thing we're promised is we'll end up in the coffin.
Biggest profit. The only thing we're promised is we'll end up in the coffin. Hope you stood for something or fall for everything. Just in a
Respect. Hope you stood for something or fought for everything. Respect.
promises will end up in the coffin. Hope you stood for something or fall for everything. Just in top freeze if I ain't blessed it, but the cred's legit. Woo-ha, that's the vibes. Got you all in check like I was Buster in these prime. Shooters them on deck, but I ain't puffing in these shines. Looping off your necklace, mess you tucking all those diamonds. Survivor's guilt. I didn't learn about the Bible still. But I know the big man up there blessing me, but time's a snitch. Why? Cause eventually time will tell. Protect legacy.
I was confused for a moment there. Eventually time will snitch, or time's a snitch. Or he said something like time's a snitch because eventually time will tell. Time will tell, like you gotta be patient. We're gonna see who's still on the top after all this time. Like it's a common saying, but like tell, like I'm telling on you, I'm snitching. Bro, that was hard.
Yeah, blessing me, but time's a snitch. Why? Cause eventually time will tell. Protect legacy. Work for a couple quid so I can comfortably decline. Any sellout offers cause these companies be trying it. Just buried nanny.
I like that. That was dope. And he's saying so I can decline any offers for my soul, like instead of selling my soul.
Comfortably decline. Any sellout offers cause these companies be trying it. Just buried nanny held a shovel, it was tiring. Witnessed my mother being a daughter weeping irises. Became a father after Nana closed her eyelids. 12 days before my son, they didn't meet.
Iris, eyelids, and then earlier he said something like a tool, but he said tiring. It almost sounded like he said tiring in a way it could work like tire iron. But that might be a stretch from my part. It just kind of made sense with the tool scheme.
Became a father after Nana closed her eyelids. 12 days before my son, they didn't meet. After my mobile speech, I went to watch her sleep. One day moved up in your wine, around Beveridge. Bubba, look in the sky, that's where heaven is.
Dear Sky, why you take long to reply to my messages? All this teenager shit got you moving insensitive. Yeah, they say I'm in my field, she's my sanity therapist. So until you have a daughter, you won't understand anything. Anyone can run the game from on the side of the pitch. Man, I'm trying to call the shots, I get you shot for a drink. If it's a dog-eat-dog world, I'm on some Doberman ting. I go gorilla on you apes and put my hand on you chimps. You ever seen badness in the form of a gift?
That was hard. I'm gonna pull that back a little bit.
You won't understand anything. Anyone can run the game from on the side of the pitch. Man, I'm trying to call the shots, I get you shot for a drink.
Anyone can run the game from the side of the pitch. It's a lot of that.
Can run the game from on the side of the pitch. Man, I'm trying to call the shots, I get you shot for a drink. If it's a dog-eat-dog world, I'm on some dope.
Did he say get you shot for a drink? That was a nice scheme too.
Man, I'm trying to call the shots, I get you shot for a drink. If it's a dog-eat-dog world, I'm on some Doberman ting. I go gorilla on you apes and put my hand on you chimps.
Yo, I missed that the first time. I go realer on you apes, put your hand on the chimps or something like that. But gorilla, ape, chimp.
You ever seen badness in women ting? I go gorilla on you apes and put my hand on you chimps. You ever seen badness in the form of a gift? A man will give a man a box so we can rob him for it. The word Ginos made me know what being talented is. Now man, I get in paperwork to make it work in their favor. I'm out the game. It ain't about all of the times that I got to play. The real win was having the freedom to start again. The business is in profit and Green Machine is the name. I'm selling weed over the counter, I'm shorting ounces again. Full circle. I ain't blaming shit on my race. We can all hurdle. Went from being underground in my shit.
That was nice. We could all hurdle, but it was also cool because earlier saying send it over the counter, short on ounces, so you got to jump over something, hurdle. That was dope. If it was connected, again, I could be reaching, but...
Green Machine is the name. I'm selling weed over the counter. I'm shorting ounces again. full circle. I ain't blaming shit on my race, we can all hurdle. Went from being underground in my shell like a smooth turtle. Now I'm Michelangelo and I'm painting the color purple. My rain.
Oh, Michelangelo, color purple, but like the artist, and then color purple, like the famous color purple, but then the Ninja Turtles, Michelangelo, color purple, the turtle scheme. Oh, and he said Green Machine earlier, came back to it.
Ground in my shell like a smooth turtle. Now I'm aiming shit on my race, we can all hurdle. Went from being underground in my shell like a smooth turtle. Now I'm Michelangelo and I'm painting the color purple. My reign to make my mother retire, but that's a job in itself. She rather work herself to death than let me give her the world. Already saw the woman king watching you father the girls. So as long as I'm your prince, I give you diamonds and pearls. The Bible itself is nothing in my life I withheld. They're living for the queen's head but wouldn't die for the tails. I'm giving all my team bread, forgot a slice for myself. I really had to wear the trousers, had to tighten the belt. They tailor fit.
The bread sliced for myself. Hold up. He's rapping.
For the girls, so as long as I'm your prince, I give you diamonds and pearls. The Bible itself is nothing in my life I withheld. They're living for the queen's head but wouldn't die for the tails. I'm giving all my team bread.
Living for the queen's heads but wouldn't die for the tails. Tails, heads and tails, two sides of the coin, but I wonder if you like tells again, like the snitching angle on it. I'm not sure.
Life I withheld, they're living for the queen's head but wouldn't die for the tails. I'm giving all my team bread, forgot a slice for myself. I really had to wear the trousers, had to tighten the belt. They tailor fit. In the verses, I'm Jada Kiss. I made a flip, sending Bobby Brown and Taylor Swift. I make them sing like I'm Ghetts with these.
I'm Jada Kiss. I mean, it's basically like saying I'm nice.
Kiss. I made a flip, sending Bobby Brown and Taylor Swift. I make them sing
Drug
like I'm
reference.
Ghetts with his greatest hits. Man, this ain't the Last Supper, this is catering.
This ain't Last Supper, this is catering. Man. Part of me almost wishes that first of all, they all killed that. Phenomenal job, especially considering it was a live performance. Part of me almost wishes that I would have done like the recorded version. Maybe I would have caught more, because I think sometimes in live you can lose some of the crispness in listening to it. But yo, they all went crazy. I just looked down and realized I've been recording for 17 minutes. That's when you know it's a good song. I thought I was gonna look down and I'd be at like 10 minutes or 12 minutes. But the fact that I had no clue, I was so immersed, and I just realized it was 17 minutes, just shows you the talent that was on the screen right now. Listen, all three guys can rap their asses off. I believe it was my first time listening to Kano. Very impressed with what he brought to the table. Let me know if I should be checking out more of that artist. Also, let me know the album. Is it this? On Purpose, With Purpose? Is that the name of the album? Let me know. If you guys are still here, I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you next time.